Greetings, everyone. Dr. Brian Scott with you as we begin this week. We're heading towards the Christmas weekend, so I want to take this early opportunity to say Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. If you've been studying with us here in Insights to the End Times, we have been looking at all kinds of scriptures that deal with the end times, the last days, trying to see what we can find in the scriptures to alert us to where we are in God's timetable. And suffice it to say, we're getting very, very close to the end of this age as we know it. Last week, we were concluding our week by opening our Bibles to 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verses 51 and 52. They talk about the rapture of the believers as well as the resurrection of the dead. So let's turn there today as we get started. We've got a great week for you. It could be a real blessing. Praise the Lord. Here, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51. Behold, warning, alert, is what Paul's saying. I show you a mystery. I'm going to show you something that's been hidden. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. The word sleep in these verses means death, having died. So we shall not all be dead, but we shall all be changed. 52, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the very last trump, the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall all be changed. I want to share these some concepts from these verses with you today, and it's going to be a blessing. First of all, in verse 52, it says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. In the expression in a moment in the Greek comes from a word that conveys this thought: a split second, an instant of time, an indivisible moment, so quick we cannot even divide it up. It's going to be instantaneous. In the English language, from the Greek word, we get the word atom, A-T-O-M. You know, an atom is one of the smallest particles you can ever describe. It's minuscule. It's microscopic. And this is how quickly this moment is going to be, microscopic. This verse says it's going to happen in a flash. Yeah. So if you're thinking that you're going to have a few seconds or a few moments or a few minutes to pack a bag or something like that, when the trumpet of the Lord sounds, better rethink that position. It's not going to happen. It's going to be in a flash, in a microscopic split second. Then it goes on to say, in the twinkling of an eye. And that comes from an expression that means an undetectable twitch of your eye, something that you're aware of, but nobody else even sees it. It's so quick. It's so instant. It just happens and it's gone. It's just, wow, it's over. So Paul's describing the timing of this rapture that will occur and this resurrection that will occur. He's talking about the resurrection. He's talking about the dead being raised out of the grave. Oh, it's going to be miraculous. It's going to be supernatural. It's going to be beyond comprehension. I don't think it's possible to comprehend exactly the magnitude of this or how miraculous this will be. But in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, we're all going to be changed. So think about this. You have a microscopic, instant flash that occurs. You have an undetectable twitch of your eye. That's how quickly this event will occur. And you'll be here 1 second, like millisecond, and you'll be gone the next. Praise the Lord. So I began to meditate on that and think about it. With Christmas coming up and Christmas gatherings coming up, a lot of us are entertaining. I'm sure you may be entertaining family or friends, or you're attending, the home of your family or your friends. But just think about this illustration with me. You're having dinner with a gathering of Christmas friends and family. There might be 15 to 20 of you around the table. You're enjoying a turkey dinner, seems to be the tradition. And you're just having a wonderful time of sharing and talking and eating. And all of a sudden, at the sound of that last trumpet, which believers will hear, I don't know. I wouldn't think that the non-believers or the backsliders will hear it. I expect it will be something that only believers hear. And when they hear it, in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, they're going to be sitting there. They won't even be able to lift their fork up to their mouth. They're going to be gone. They're going to be out of the room. They're going to instantaneously disappear, and no one will even see them leaving, exiting, being raptured, caught up. Can you imagine the people who are left around that table? Can you imagine what they're thinking? Can you imagine what they're going to discuss? They're going to say, you know what Henry was sharing with us, what Mary was sharing with us about this last days is actually true. There's going to be panic, terror, torment, just at the thought that our family, our friends, they just disappeared. Wow. So these two words in chapter 15:52 are pretty important words because they show you how quickly. And then we're going to talk about we shall all be changed tomorrow. So please don't miss it. See you tomorrow. Bless you. Bye.